You might recall that in the aftermath of the 2020 election, while the Trump camp and his inner circle engaged in a whole lot of illegal and absolutely humiliating attempts to overturn the results of the election, nobody really had it worse than this guy over here. Rudy Giuliani made an absolute fool of himself. And one of the most pathetic parts of it, other than maybe the Borat stuff, was that he did all of this with apparently no real payment. He was putting in long days of work, flying all over the country, losing court case after court case without making much. But he did want something, and it was a lot actually. So an associate of his apparently tried to pass a message to Donald Trump asking him to grant Giuliani a general pardon, which again is what you do when you're innocent, and also the Presidential Medal of Freedom. This comes just after the January 6th insurrection, which again, remember, Giuliani spoke at the rally beforehand and called for like trial by combat or something. Anyway, he wanted the Presidential Medal of Freedom, of course. Maria Ryan, who's that associate of Giuliani's, also pleaded for Mr. Giuliani to be paid for his services, which is just so pathetic. And Maria also requested tens of thousands of dollars for herself. For what? I have no idea, but she apparently wanted it. This is being revealed in a new book, Giuliani, The Rise and Tragic Fall of America's Mayor. In it, Maria Ryan wrote, as you know, he lost his job and income and more defending you during the Russia hoax investigation and then the impeachment pro bono. Ryan requested $2.5 million for Giuliani's legal services and expenses, $45,000 for her own services, and of course the pardon and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And honestly, as embarrassing as all of it is, the idea that he would get $2.5 million, I like that he threw in the Medal of Freedom. Because honestly, why not? At the tail end of the first Trump term, what did that medal mean anymore? Why not give it to Giuliani for sweating himself ragged on live TV? I think he earned it as much as any of the Trump people did, Yaz.
And for giving that ridiculous press conference in front of the Four Seasons, which was obviously not the Four Seasons, like just so many things. And I mean, you have to ask, what does Trump or what does anybody have on Rudy? And how did Rudy fall from wherever he was to whatever he is today? It's very strange, his trajectory, the course that his life has taken. And one of his former associates, he just said, that Donald Trump stole Rudy Giuliani's soul. He doesn't have a soul anymore. He's a shadow of whoever he once was. And the thing with asking for the Presidential Medal of Freedom, I always have issues with things like this, with awards and medals or whatever, because it really is only as valuable as people make it out to be, right? It has no actual value, it's all implied value. And something like the Medal of Freedom, the value of it has dwindled so much that we just have people like Rudy Giuliani just asking for one. Can I just have one? He didn't do anything to earn it. He's not particularly one of the best people in the country right now, especially he's not like a champion for freedom. He's the opposite of that, but he just wants one. So, maybe I'll just get one of those.
It's kind of amazing he didn't just give them to all of them. Give them to his kids, give them to Ivanka.
Doesn't need anything anymore. Yeah, just everyone have one. Just take one.
Yeah.
I'll take one. Maybe, you know what? I don't ask for things. So maybe I should have asked for a Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Maybe there's time. Talk to Biden. We should make a medal. We should have a Dragon Squad medal that we give to people, one? And it will be worth.
I'll ask, right? This is my
if you earn
request. I want a medal. Well,
I'll consider it, okay? This is gonna be worth a lot, so I have to have a very high bar.
Okay, John, whatever. Do anyway. What I think is best. Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But anyway, before we move on, because there are more embarrassing details here, we read the stuff from Maria Ryan, and there was a lot that was embarrassing there. Did you catch what was most embarrassing about that? You might think it was the wanting $2.5 million or the general request to be paid for the work you did. All of that is embarrassing. The thinking that he should get the Medal of Freedom, that must be the most embarrassing, right? Or is it that he wants a pardon when he totally didn't commit any crime? No, that's not the most embarrassing thing. The most embarrassing thing, and it's subtle, is that Maria Ryan had tried to pass this message to Mr. Trump. Do you know why she had to do that? Because apparently Trump wasn't talking to Giuliani. Why is she doing this? Why is Giuliani, who is a longtime close associate of Trump, not making this request himself? Apparently Trump wasn't returning his calls. The fact that you have to have an intermediary, you've been like just rolling all across the country, humiliating yourself. And you can't request this stuff yourself. Man, like, there are a lot of people who have truly debased themselves for Donald Trump, but I don't know if there's anyone who has made themselves more humiliated than Rudy Giuliani, this poor schlub.
Oh,
anyway,
Mr. It's so embarrassing.
It's so terrible.
It's like painfully embarrassing. It's so bad. You know, Rudy Giuliani would be a good candidate for quiet quitting because he's working way too hard and he's not getting paid for it. He's one of the people who needs to quietly quit and just do what's expected of him. Do what you're getting paid to do, minimum. Rudy, whatever that is these days. Just
exactly.
do that.
Oh my God. So I have to read this just because it's awful. The Times has previously reported that Mr. Trump told aides that Mr. Giuliani was only to be, quote, paid on the come, which is a term used in the casino game craps. And I would like to make a humble request that nobody ever use that term again. But anyway, it means you only get paid if you succeed, which in Giuliani's defense, I assume is not how this was presented to him. I assume it was not his perception that he would only be paid if they successfully overturn the election. But if that is the way it was presented to him, and he still decided to do it, knowing there was no chance that this was gonna succeed, then he is the dumbest doink to ever doink around America, legally at the very least. How could you have thought that it was gonna be worth your time? Was he not paid at least for airfare? Like, it had to, it's not just an opportunity cost of all of the cameos he could have been doing instead of losing all these court cases, but he was flying all over the place. That's gotta cost a lot of money. Anyway.
I mean, maybe that's why he had to do the Masked Singer. He was trying to make up some revenue that he lost, some lost profits there. What is the term paid on the come? I've
played a little bit of craps. It's something about if you win on the bet, you get the money. I don't know, and honestly, I'm uncomfortable even thinking about it.
It sounds terrible, but I've fully committed it to my memory bank, and now it's a part of my vernacular. Thank you.
That I will use when it's applicable and when it's not. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.